All right, so here we're looking at 4 translating examples where we're taking these English sentence written in words and we're trying to translate them into math sentence written in numbers and symbols. And it could end up as an expression, which means it's just operations between terms, an equation, which means it has an equal sign, or an inequality, which means it has an inequality symbol. So we are really just going to start off by translating directly above the sentence each word or phrase exactly what it means. So 7 decreased by a number. If I'm decreasing something, it's going down. So I'm really subtracting whatever is coming next. 7 decreased by, subtract 4 times a number. So this phrase is the subtraction symbol. 7 is there. And then 4 times a number. Really, that's a whole term by itself. 4 times some number that I don't know. I'm going to represent that as my variable x. So here, this x is not standing for that time symbol. I'm not writing a time symbol at all. I'm just going to write this as 4x. The number that I don't know is that x. So 7 decreased by 4 times a number. Second one says the sum of 12 and a number is 11. This word is really important. That is going to separate my two sides of either the equation or inequality. Whatever happens before, it's going to be on one side of the equal sign. That's what is really going to represent. It's the equal sign, or later we'll talk about how it can be an inequality. But here it's going to be an equal sign, and then these two parts of the sentence are going to be on either side of that equal sign. The sum is an addition problem, or really the answer to an addition problem. The sum of 12 and a number that I don't know yet, I'm going to call that x, is 11. So the addition between 12 and some number is 11. All right, the third one says half the difference of 3 and a number. So half the difference, that's really important. It's saying it's half the difference, not just half of a number. It's not half of 3, it's not half of a number, but it's half the difference. So when I say half of something, actually sometimes you might even see the word of in here. Half of something means I would do 1/2 times that something. You don't actually need the word of in there. Half the difference is saying half times this difference, and difference is really a subtraction problem. So this is a little bit confusing. 1/2 times a subtraction symbol, and then 3 and a number we're going to translate as 3 and x. The difference is really talking about these two. So we're subtracting 3 and x. That's the difference part of this. But it's not just 1/2 times this 3. It's not 1/2 times just the x. I have to group this phrase, this part, because it's saying it's 1/2 times the entire difference. It's 1/2 times the entire subtraction problem that I then group with parentheses there. So anytime you see some word like this, difference or sum, you have to be on the lookout for something that's multiplied times that half the sum or half the difference is saying that I'm taking 1/2 and multiplying it times the entire difference, not just one part of that. And then our last one, we have the quotient of a number and 5. So the division problem between a number, some number x, and 5 is that word is separating my two sides of my equation. That is 12. All right, so actually I'm going to start with the back end of that just because that's the easiest. It equals 12. And then this quotient could be written with a division symbol. We could write this as x divided by 5. That's the quotient between a number and 5. But usually you won't see that written in an equation. You would see it written as a fraction like this. The quotient of a number and 5 is 12.